Going to turn on the vote. There are 4 questions. We'll start with questions 1, and we'll give you guys a few seconds to enter your vote, and then at the end, Andrew will review the results with you. Okay. Voting for question 1 has been enabled. Right. The voting for question 1 has stabilized. I will go ahead and end question 1 and enable voting for question 2. You can now enter your vote for question 2. Okay, the voting for question 2 has stabilized. I will end the voting for question 2 and enable voting for question 3. You can now enter your vote for question 3, and we just have 1 more question to go. Right, the vote for question 3 has stabilized. I will end the vote for question 3 and start question 4. You can now enter your vote for question 4, and this will be the last question. Thank you for your vote. We will go ahead and review the results with you, starting with question 1. So the question was, which of the following network tools and security system consume the greatest portion of your organization network monitoring budget? About 35% of you answer performance monitoring tools such as APM, NPM, etc. About 25% of you answer inline security systems such as IPS. About a small percentage, about 5%, answer out-of-band security system. And 35% answer packet capture for compliance and forensic.
That's interesting. We're seeing quite a growth in the use of network packet brokers with inline security systems. Of course, performance monitoring is the where all of this kind of started. But packet capture is definitely a place where there's an opportunity to maybe be a little bit more efficient with how we roll things out and how we all have to allocate budget to those applications.
Okay. Right. Next, question 2. Has your organization defined a strategy to scale packet capture over the next 3 to 5 years? 4% answer yes, we plan to explore software-based monitoring and forensic solutions. 8% answer yes, we plan to increase budget allocation for our appliance-based network. 75% answer no, we haven't decided on a strategy. And 13% answer other.
I wish we had a free-form box for other. But I think the C is the most interesting there. It is early yet as we look at integrating file creation into the visibility plane and removing that functionality from many of the kind of point deployments that are trying to do it on their own. I have seen some of our users who are trying to do this on their own by putting together NICs and high-end servers and kind of going a do-it-yourself approach, and we've really seen them recognize that maybe that would be better served as a module in a packet broker. But there are those who are still figuring it out. I think that's what this reflects.
Okay. We'll go ahead and review the result for question 3. Which of the following do you expect to have the greatest impact on network monitoring and security techniques and architecture over the next 3 years? 14% answer adoption of software-defined networking. 45% answer increasing server virtualization. 41% answer large-scale initiatives to federate and holistically leverage data collection. 0% answer other.
I think this hits it on the head. Accommodating the traffic that's coming from virtual hosts. Our approach there is called VNet Connect. And then getting all of that data into a single plane that can be used by more than one destination is really the challenge ahead of us and the change in networking we need to accommodate.
Right. Last questions. Question 4. If you were to move away from vertically integrated network monitoring tools using large-scale onboard storage, what would you consider to be key prerequisites? 9% answer internal expertise in place to manage the network store and its potential. 36% answer validated reference architecture with network forensics and analytics. 32% answer we are unlikely to move away from tool set available today, and 23% answer other.
So I think the key here is that we need to enable users to see that first, there's an architecture that works. Second, there's an architecture that has been deployed at scale, and that can really help adoption here, and maybe convince some of the people who answered C that if not today, maybe very soon is the time to pull this file creation functionality out of those dedicated systems.
All right. This concludes our voting sessions. I see that we have 2 questions in the queue already. I just want to remind the audience you can start entering your questions into the queue, and we will address them in the last 10-15 minutes of the presentation.